All right, that's all the global market action. Tepid cues, so to say, Asia largely higher, but how will these overnight cues impact our own markets? We have our research team to tell you just that. What is the trade setup looking like today, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and the action from the F&O space as well. Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. Vivek, let me come across to you first. What are the market cues that we need to focus on today?
Well, good morning. Quite a lot of data points to keep an eye out for today. Also keep in mind, you'll actually be seeing the rebalancing flows come in as far as the MSCI is concerned as well. So MSCI-linked stocks will also be in action. But overnight, when you're talking about the cues, it's been a slightly muted set of cues. Multiple reactions awaited as far as the Fed share is concerned. So most of the US markets ended lower, significantly off the session lows. However, European markets too largely lower in the session. And gold prices, went up almost 0.5% in yesterday's trading session. Crude continued its up move for the second straight session as well. And when you're talking about some of the key events to watch out for as far as the Indian markets are concerned, you have an IPO opening up today, Unipart's Dhanraj Crop seeing a strong subscription. On the second day, you're also seeing the important event of the Kirit Parikh committee actually going ahead and giving the gas pricing report as well, the Q2 GDP data, the core industries data, and the MSCI rebalance. All of these are important data points that markets will be tracking, and Indian markets continue to trade near lifetime highs. Asian markets at this point of time, subdued start, and also SGX Nifty is indicating a slightly gap down start for the Indian markets.
Gap down, yes, 10 points lower on the SGX Nifty today. So a mild negative is what it is indicating. But let's talk about all the stocks in news today. Over to Surbhi, who's joining us now with that list. Surbhi?
I have a couple of stocks on my radar today. The first one is Gland Pharma, where it enters into a put option agreement to acquire 100% of Cenexi Group for 120 million euros. Maximum consideration payable is almost 210 million. It is expected to be completed by March 2023. Next is Inox GFL Group, which initiates strategic action to deleverage its balance sheet, in which Inox Green, as a part of this initiative, pays an aggregate amount of close to 250 crores towards reducing its debt, and Inox Wind pays close to 160 crores towards reducing its debt. Further debt reduction in both companies is underway. Next is Biocon. Biocon Biologics completes acquisition of Viatris Global Biosimilars business. IDFC, it gets SEBI approval for change in control of IDFC Mutual Fund. And lastly, KIMS, which it makes further investment by acquiring close to 8% stake in Arunodaya Hospitals Private Limited. The company now holds 66% stake in the hospital.
Okay, that is all about the stocks and news today. Let me go across to Manglam, joining in with all the cues from the F&O space. Hey, Manglam.
Good morning. So we're consolidating around record highs, and that's what we saw the last couple of trading sessions as well. Yesterday, the Nifty was meandering around that 100-point range. Levels closer to that 18,700 mark were being sold into, and levels closer to that 18,550 mark were being bought into. The FIIs, they continue to buy in the cash market. That's a good thing, though. The DIIs yesterday sold about 744 crores. So as a result of which, the net inflows were just around 500 odd crores. But that's all about the directional cues coming in, because there was mild purchase in index futures as well. 340 odd crores did not change the needle too much, because the FII longs still at 73% with shorts at 27 odd percent. And index options as well, there was unwinding on both sides, calls as well as puts. And at the same time, even if you take a look at the short positions, there was unwinding. So that's telling you that the FIs are winding down as far as directional cues are concerned. So that is something we will be monitoring. As far as individual options are concerned, 18,500, those call writers actually felt the heat yesterday as the market moved higher. And as a result of which, as you can see, there were 17 lakh shares unwound on the short side. So short covering seen there. 18,600 put writers were extremely active for a premium of 50 odd rupees. That's telling you that the bulls are eyeing support at 18,550 odd levels, and 18,700 call continued to see some writing for a premium of 27-28 odd rupees. So that's telling you that the bulls, they see support around 18,500 to 18,550, whereas bears believe that 18,700 to 18,750 is their zone. So there may be a bit of a congestion out there. The only problem is the way the mid-cap index is underperforming, and as that happens, we do have a lot of stocks in F&O ban as well. Case in point, PNB, which entered the F&O ban early days in the series. We already have BHEL, Delta Corp and India Bulls Housing Finance in the F&O ban already.
All right, we'll watch out for those stocks. Manglam, Surbhi and Vivek, thanks a lot for joining us, prepping us up for the trading day ahead. Time for a break now, but before that, some summer news coming in this morning. Vikram Kirloskar, who's the Vice Chairperson, Toyota Kirloskar Motor,